there's a Vindicated. This is Xenoxis, and this is probably gonna be the final part for the Xenoxis show for the 19th mod 2017. So I've just gotten over the last resort skill here. I can actually see here when I acquired it. The helm I acquired 21 hours ago, and the other two things I acquired 20 hours ago. So I only played 1 hour basically after reaching max level on the characters, pretty much. So yeah, that's something, you know. That's something which is pretty cool, you know. So yeah. So I did go over the talents. I am probably gonna sing some of the talents around because I don't know how optimal all of these are and stuff that. But I mean, Abyssal Strike is just. I think Abyssal Strike is good no matter what the situation because Infernal Strike does pretty decent amount of damage, and like Abyssal Strike's pretty much you wanna like. But the thing is, with Abyssal Strike, you wanna actually change your second ability, I believe it is. Do they have an official talent calculator on the WoW website here? Talents, yeah. Demon Hunter. Vengeance. Yeah, because you go Abyssal Strike, right? You go Abyssal Strike, boom. Oh, they've actually changed how it works here. No, it has nothing to do with the second one, so you could just still go Burning Alive. But it's the third one, I believe, I would need to replace here. What? Yeah, because you need to get Flame Crash. Flame Crash works insanely well with Abyssal Strike. So what Flame Crash does is, Infernal Strike creates a sigil of flame where you land. So you basically, you can use your Infernal Strike more often. And each time you land with Infernal Strike on its own deal decent damage, but then it will cause a sigil of flame each time you use it. And that doesn't affect the sigil of flame cooldown, so each time you Infernal Strike, you always get the Flame Crash effect. And that is pretty decent amount of damage. Of course, you use your Fell Blade, which is a really decent charge, but that charge, by the way, is not AoE targeting. I think it's only single target, but I'm not 100% certain. The thing I went for when I was leveling up at first, before I figured out a good leveling talents, was I went for Fell Eruption, because it does insane single target DPS. It deals pretty insane damage, and it only costs 10 pain. It's basically like a pain dumper. Sure, it has 30-second cooldown, it has 20 yard range, it costs 10 pain, it's instant, impales the target for 270,242 chaos damage and stuns them for 2 seconds. Inflicts an additional 100% damage against targets permitting me to stuns, which is generally bosses in raids and stuff, and in dungeons. And 100% more damage is basically it would deal double damage against bosses. So yeah, Fell Eruption is really good, but of course, like, having good single target DPS is not really good as a vengeance. Like, your Demon Hunter, the thing Demon Hunter specializes in is doing good AoE. So that's what you really want as a tank, to deal a lot of damage. Like, your majority of your damage will come from multi-targeting, you know, instead of, you know. And that's really what you want in Mythics as well, you know, you want AoE. AoE is king in Mythic pluses. So yeah. Let's see here. Then the next thing after that is Feed the Demon, Fracture, and Soul Rending. Soul Rending, of course, so in the next patch, most people are probably not going to take Soul Rending unless they change it. I hope Blizzard change Soul Rending somehow to make it viable, because they're buffing up Metamorphosis. Or actually, I don't think I ever went for Fell Eruption. The thing I am actually thinking about is Fracture, because that's the pain dump that you can use, which actually only does 119,132 physical damage, which actually makes Fell Blade almost better than that. That's the one that I thought was a good dump. But I mean, it's added 2 lesser soul fragments on them, so that makes Fracture pretty good. But I believe Feed the Demon is really good, but of course consuming a soul fragment reduces the remaining cooldown on Demon Spike. And when you go with Feed the Demon, you combine that with the Razor Spike talent, which is in the first tier. The Razor Spike talent is, while Demon Spike is active, you deal 30% increased physical damage, and your melee attack snap targets by 50% for 6 seconds. So yeah, so Demon Spike increases your... Like the Demon Spike is already a pretty decent defensive option, because it's your main like damage reduction talent, but it does require some pain to use. So you're gonna like lose DPS normally when you use it, because it doesn't last that long. But yeah, so you deal more damage when Demon Spike is active, and when you combine it with Feed the Demon, consuming a soul fragment, reduce the remaining cooldown on Demon Spike. So that means that you can have more Demon Spike uptime, and I believe that the Demon Spike is affected by haste as well. So if you have a high enough haste, then you will be able to keep it up more often. And the more haste you have, the quicker you will be able to get Fury and stuff like that. Well, I believe they called it Pain before. Or didn't they end up calling the thing that Havoc get? They call that Pain, but they call it Fury for Vengeance, which doesn't make much sense. You would think that Vengeance would be all about, like, you know, suffering pain, you know, because they're tanking and stuff. That, so yeah, I don't know, you know. Maybe they did change at some point. Maybe it's called Fury for both. I don't remember, but yeah. So yeah. And in the second talent here, you could also choose the Feast of Souls. The Soul Cleave heals you for additional amount of health, which is like a dot heal. And then you have Fallout Immolation Aura, Initial Burst, has chance to shatter the start frame from enemies. Middle Good, which is a pretty good AoE kind of damaging, but Burning Alive is just so fucking good, because Burning Alive also gives you survivability and stuff. Really good. And today, by the way, I went up at 9 or just before 9, because I went to bed at 1:30. I think I already talked about that, but yeah. So it doesn't matter what I choose here. Then the next thing, of course, the sigils, which I've already explained about. But you always take quickening sigils. Then the next one, I believe the other ones are not blade turning. Blade turning is kind of crap. Parrying and attacking increases the pain regeneration of your next year by 70%. That sounds really good. No, but share is... Wait, pain generation? But they did call it Fury. Look, what the fuck? But the thing is that the share... But isn't that the one you use for like getting rid of the souls, like the demon's blade or whatever it's called, is the one you use normally, right? The demon's bite. Maybe demon's bite is the one when you actually get the thing. But yeah. But the thing is that blade turning, the main problem with it is your parry won't ever be very high as a demon hunter, because there's not that many stats that actually gives you parry and stuff that, so yeah, that makes it quite bad. But the only option to your Fell Devastation is Spirit Bomb. A Spirit Bomb is better because of a tier set, I think it is. There's a tier set that basically makes Spirit Bomb better, and if you have the tier set, then you want to choose Spirit Bomb over Fell Devastation. And the thing is, like, Spirit Bomb has pretty insane range, like 40-yard range. It launches a nearby soul fragment at your target, dealing 400 or 49,898 fire damage, which is not that high, to all nearby enemies, and afflicted them with frailty for 20 seconds. Heal for 20% of all damage you did to enemies with frailty, which is really good. Like, I mean, it's a good survivability thing. That's the thing the Spirit Bomb is used for. The damage of it is not very, very good, but the thing is, you use it to get the self-healing, basically, pretty much, which is what makes Spirit Bomb good. So yeah, and I mean, it lasts for 20 seconds, which is pretty fucking decent. But it's more like an AoE heal. Like, it's not worth using Spirit Bomb against like a single target, because yeah, your self-healing from a single target isn't that great. But if there's a group of enemies attacking you and they all hit you very, very hard, hit them very hard, you know, then Spirit Bomb is pretty good. And of course, in the last here, you have the last resort, which I already talked about. But the two things are also very, very decent. The More Confusion has a 2-minute cooldown, but draw from power of the twisting nether to instantly activate and then refill your charges of Demon Spike. And it also generates 60 pain, by the way, which is pretty fucking decent, to be honest. And it gives you your Demon Spike thing. So along with, if you combine Razor Spikes, for example, the thing that makes you deal more damage when Razor Spikes is up, and stuff that then if you combine it with Feeder Demon, which is consuming Soul Fragment to reduce the cooldown of Demon Spike, and then you combine that with Demonic Infusion, then like it's just like you can keep that up a lot. And then like if you have like Demonic Infusion and you have those things, then Mastery as a stat is really insanely good. Like Haste and Mastery, like the Mastery used improves how good your Demon Spikes is overall, but it's giving you like more physical damage reduction and even more damage, like your attack power increase when you have Razor Spikes up. And I believe there is a legendary that affects it as well. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. So yeah. And then of course you have Soul Barrier also, which only costs 10 pain, it's instant, 30-second cooldown. Chill yourself for 12 seconds, absorbing 445,000 for 153 damage. Consumer Soul Barrier adds 49,494 to the shield. Soul Barrier's absorption cannot be reduced below 59,393. Consumes all Soul Fragment within 25 yards. So basically using Soul Fragments to use Soul Barrier. So you want to make sure that you have got the so that you have gotten a lot of Soul Fragments out before you use Soul Barrier. But the thing is, with Soul Barrier you can absorb really large hits, and I would think that Soul Barrier becomes stronger if you have one of the shielding legendaries. If you have, for example, the one I have on my Prot Paladin, the shield one, the Amulet one, the Pre-Blood Savarix and Magnum Opus, then that makes Soul Barrier even better, because then it's like you basically have double absorption. Yeah, you cannot change that right now. Well, I think you can see it. No. It doesn't seem like you can see it here. So I believe I might need to go to Icy Veins to check the legendaries for Vengeance Demon Hunter. I don't actually know what the legendaries are for Demon Hunters, actually, to be honest. Because you know that I just got it up to max level. I haven't even checked what the legendaries are. Just get on legendaries best in slots. Best is a Darkmoon deck, Immortality, which is still insane. Which is an item level, by the way, an item level 815 item is the best thing. So it will make your item level really bad, so that people are just like, okay, you require this very high item level to do this rating, you know. Then they will look at you and like, why do you use your trinket so bad? But like the thing is like, it's your best trinket. It's an 815, and it gives you strength and agility, increases armor by 432 to 1296. The amount of armor depends on the topmost card in the deck. Periodically shuffle the deck while in combat. So yeah. So it increases your armor, and your armor changes during combat basically. So it's so the lowest amount of extra armor it will give is 432, but then it changes. I don't know how often it changes, but yeah. Extended Bloodthirsty is I think the second best, which is 850 trinkets, yeah. Legendary items. Yeah. Pre-does Savarix Magnum Opus is one of the best legendaries for survivability. Since the effect is triggered even out of combat, you can go into the fight with shield. It provides active. Yeah. And then it's at each 30 seconds it provides a new shield basically, pretty much. They don't mention here combining it with the talent, but I'm guessing combining it with the talent is also really good. So Spirit of the Darkness Flames. Yeah, that makes Firebrand heal you for 100% of the damage done, and its enemy hit pierce either of flame increases the instant damage of your next Firebrand by 50%, stacking up to 15 times, yeah. It's quite good in AoE situations. Decent sized heal with full stacks, especially if it's a critical strike. Yeah. Archimond. Hater Reborn, yeah, is probably the strongest legendary item for DPS gains. It's snapshots your metamorphosis. Yeah, snapshotting is something that's very interesting. Alright, I need to stop now. One more part.